Okay, this is Ryan, and this is coming along. I would say first for the head and hair, generally just looks a little bit small for the size of the body to me. So I might just try. Um, oh, there's some issues in the hair there. But let's. Oof. What is that? Um, I might just try scaling these up a bit first, or maybe just taking all the verts from these, and because the neck seems to be big enough, and scaling those up a bit. Oh, let's make sure symmetry is off. Okay. Look a little better, maybe. The other thing that it feels like there's missing a lot of mass in the back of the head. So I might. And I guess that was your design, but I think the design itself is a bit flawed in that sense. So I might grab some of those verts and B for soft select, and hold down B, click and drag, just grow that a bit, and then I might maybe shift period to grow that selection some more. I'm not loving the shape of that, but just selecting all these and pushing those in a little bit. Just generally, I think the head needs more mass here. I think it's gonna. I'm trying to do it pretty quick. It's not looking that great, but the surface is a little tricky to begin with. Yeah, something. Just a lot of the topology went really wrong here. That's just like I don't know how these. You've got all these six-sided faces like this. Oh, look, 1, 2, 3. Well, it's like I can tell there used to be an edge here. Like if I do Control Shift X, I can snap to these, put that back in. I can tell that used to be there. And was there one here too? I don't know. Can we get rid of that? Symmetry's not working right for me. Maybe let's remirror the head. Oops, let's turn off symmetry. And oh, there's not a split down the center here. We seem to have lost that. Oh, and there's some geometry problems over here as well. I might take everything below the neck here. Yeah, because it's kind of just a lot. Whoops. A lot of overlapping little flaps. And that's not so great. Let's try to get the symmetry going now. Let's delete half of the faces. Well, I still need... Oh, that looks like that's supposed to be the center line here. Maybe these guys? Is that right? I think so. Maybe I'll delete this other half. Oops, let's do faces. Just check my selection. I think that's supposed to be there. And let's just grab, might be easier to do the edge here and then just deselect the ones on the neck. I'm just using Control Select to deselect those. And oops, what's this face here? Let's get rid of that. Okay, let's try that again. And then deselect the ones on the neck. Control Select those. And then convert those to vertices, Control F9. And then make sure they're in the center. With this, make sure this is opened up here. Have that on absolute transform. 0 in the X direction, enter. Okay, that should put those all dead along that center line. And then object, shift right mouse click, mirror options, and just make sure cut geometry is turned off and have combined with original merge border vertices, custom 0.001 mirror. And so hopefully the oh, look, there's some weird extra edge here. Maybe I just need to get rid of that one. Shift right mouse click, delete edge. And then let's see if those... Oh, look at that. Let me delete that one. Shift right mouse click, delete vertex. Okay. Alright. Try again. Select those. Deselect the neck. Control F9 to just convert to vertices. You can also do select, convert selection to vertices. Same thing. And make sure W for move mode, make sure that's 0, enter. Okay, it is. Right mouse click object mode, shift right mouse click mirror, same options. Okay. Okay, so now we should have that, and we can kind of average out some of the topology here. I might use the sculpt geometry tool for that. Surfaces, sculpt geometry tool, options, use a soft brush, the smooth tool under stroke, turn on reflection. I need a smaller brush side, hold down B, click and drag with the left mouse, and maybe a bigger brush actually. Just trying to average out the topology here a little bit. The nose, boy, there's a lot of weird, I don't think you want these. Let's turn on symmetry. You've got these extra edges that aren't really adding much shape, and they're also giving you a lot of six-sided faces. And something went pretty wacky with the nostril situation here. Maybe extrude that in and move those up a little bit so you have some like interior surface to the nostril, and then maybe Control Shift X and get, you know, an edge loop around there and maybe here to kind of hold that shape a little bit more. It's probably a bit much. That's a bit better. Yeah, and here's another one where you're just adding these edges that just end on a face that didn't really add much shape to it either, all those extra edges. Yeah, and there's another one. They don't, you know, they're not making edge loops, they're just... And then I don't know what happened here where these, you know, this is very poor topology because that's a face with I don't know how many sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah, 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 blah. So somehow this didn't really follow, and you've got that there. It's not really adding much detail. Maybe we can lose that one. These, but if you wanted those, I would have them. Oh, why are they terminating there? Oh, because of this isn't going across. Okay. Yeah, just a lot of topology issues here. I mean, it sort of feels like um, maybe go back to that sculpt geometry tool. Anyways, the face needs a lot of work. I don't even know how to fix this now because really all of these edges should be... Can we get this back together here? I just don't remember exactly how all of this is supposed to connect at this stage. I'm kind of winging it here. Something like that. And then let's just sort of smooth out the topology again. That looks a little better. And then it just needs to be shaped more again. B for soft select, and give him some more of a chin, and anyway, that's coming together now. Just turn off isolate select. It needs eyeballs. I think the eyelids could be shaped a lot more. The hair is just really wacky shape going on here, and there's a lot of issues with geometry there. Not sure what's going on with that. Might just try to remove some of this. Oh boy. Just that area, there's just a lot of overlapping faces and edges. It's hard to sort of sort it out. It's kind of this. Seems like part of the problem there. And that weird surface. And this poking through here. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, you've got all these edges, but they don't continue along here, so you've got, these five-sided faces going on. Oh, what is all that? Why does that look like that? That concerns me. Oops. Why does that look so strange? I don't know. Something going on with this thing here. Yeah, another many-sided face here, I still don't know what's going on with that edge. It looks like there's more kind of hidden surfaces underneath here somewhere. but I'm not seeing them, so I literally just don't know what's going on. What happens if I try to put in another? No, it's still got, it's like there's more edges there than I can see. I don't understand what's happening. Let's see what mesh cleanup does for us. Mesh cleanup options. Make sure these are all on. Lamina faces, non-manifold geometry, edges with zero length. Ooh, that did something, I think. Huh, you see that? It doesn't have that. Oh, but there's still something weird here. Oh yeah, look at that. There's like extra faces here. Something was not right here. Oops. Let me reverse this one. Still, it's just acting very strange there. I don't know where all those faces came from. And then again, I can see it here, the way those look all curvy like that tells me something's not quite right with the surface. Yeah, it's weird, like I double click on it, it just picks one edge. That tells me, again, that sure can't find the, oh look at that. You know, let's try to merge all the vertices in case there's some. So if I do edit mesh, merge, options, 0.001, merge, so any vert on top of, oh okay, yeah that did it. There were just verts that were on top of each other that weren't merged together, so that's a little bit better. This is still weird. Do I have little holes in here now, or no, those aren't holes. I think we've just got, yeah, it's just kind of weird geometry. Oh yeah, now it's just gonna, you know, for the neck, you know, maybe get that flattened out a bit. And then maybe build the body out of this. I mean, obviously it needs better shaping than that, but obviously that needs a lot more work. But boy, that's a crazy looking shape. And what's this weird geometry here? How did that happen? Might go back to this neck here. Just because. That out, and I might try to circularize that. Although, yeah, that sometimes makes things not quite symmetrical, so make the head symmetrical again. Oops, let's turn off symmetry. I wonder if actually if I circularize it with symmetry off, if it does a better job. No. Same problem. Just checking my selection here. Okay. And then let's get these along the center line. There's like an extra face there. Might be easier just to select the edge and then deselect these and then Control F9 and W for move and then 0 here, enter, and then object mode, shift right, mouse click mirror. We already have the options set. And then I have a nice kind of round neck to start with, and then Control E, move that down. Let's unisolate this. Now we're kind of moving forward with more integrity here. Anyways, that needs more shape than that, but at least it's like a clean surface to work with. And yeah, fill in the shirt, and you want to, put in some kind of color here, some kind of I don't know, something like that. Maybe you want to put a couple holding edges on here once you get the shape you like. Yeah, these should not be combined. Don't combine. Start combining surfaces, please. Mesh separate. Should be separate. Hands. This looks like there's sort of a disconnect here. I might use the sculpt geometry tool again. Probably turn off, double click to get the options. Probably turn off reflection here because the hand isn't symmetrical naturally. Oops. Just trying to smooth out the topology, but then you can, after you do that, you can start to get some of this shape back. Something like that. Anyways, you can spend a little bit more time on it, but get a little more shape to the hand. Get some thickness to the bottom of the shirt. I don't know what happened here. Why all of these terminate right there, and I don't think you need so many in the front, but I do think shift right mouse click, delete edge. This should definitely connect with the center here. But these edges, I don't know what these are doing for you. Shift right mouse click, delete edge. This should definitely continue across if you're going to have that, as should this. Just using the multi-cut tool for that, and then let's resymmetrize this. Delete one half. Just chips. I think I had one more selected that I needed to. Yeah, that's... Oof. I think maybe there should be another one going from here to about there. And then we can actually select half of this. And then let's get this, I'm just going to deselect this top part here. Whoops, what is that? Why is there extra vert there? Shift right mouse click, delete vertex. Okay. Probably this should go back up to the top too. And then shift double click there. Oh, that's not working. Okay, let's just select double click that edge, but then deselect these. Control F9 to convert to vertices. W for move. 0 in the X direction. Okay. And then right mouse click object, shift right mouse click mirror. We've already set the options for the mirror. So that's now like a much cleaner surface. Anyway, lots to clean up on this guy. Not real happy with the hair. I think it's a bit wacky. I might redo that, frankly. Yeah, you could build it from the head now. Might get a better... Alright, well I'll save this file. You can have this too if you want to work from this. Save scene as... Just put a 2 at the end.